So every now and then there's a trailer that just blows me away. And this new Tears of the Kingdom trailer was where it was freaking at. Finally, there's a trailer that for this game that just got me so damn hyped. And I want to break it down Pikmin 4 style. So congratulations, Nintendo. You got 2 trailer breakdowns out of me. But let me know your thoughts in the comments, because I'm uploading this to also give somebody to gush with you about. You know, like to give people in the comments and myself, let's gush about it together. But even this shot right here, like, I need to get rid of me. The shot like down here, you can see there is a freaking whatchamacallit and a whatchamacallit's fighting. So maybe that's going to be happening passively in the world. And there's an element of that we'll talk about later. And so this is interesting too. There's, am I blocking that one too? Gosh dang it, why are they hanging out where I'm at? But basically there's a guy right here that's just kind of chopping this tree down. And it kind of makes me like feel cool. Like that's environment interactivity that the enemies are doing instead of just you or just NPCs in general. And of course this shot. There's a lot of elements from this trailer that they are clearly trying to re-embody that magic that was the Breath of the Wild release date trailer, which they did. My first watch, I didn't feel they quite reached it, but my second watch, I'm like, oh yeah, they did it. Okay, right here, this gliding shot, like, he didn't make it all the way down there because that's really far. It was just a trailer pizzazz thing. But let's be real. If he does actually do this, then your stamina would have to be infinite. But there's something later on in the trailer as well. I don't have too much comments about like the village here, like just cool, you know, back at village. There's a few things I'm not gonna have much comments on. So if I pass something, yeah, but you know, potential that's a shrine right there, or a new equal to a shrine, perhaps. We'll see. This is like Kakariko Town. I forget its name. It looks like Kakariko Town. I could be wrong, but you know, things have moved around a bit. In the Cloud City, whatever. Like, I'm not gonna comment on everything here, but this is interesting. And who knows? Maybe they showed the Cloud City shot because because they want to like show that there are certain new big deals in certain regions. But then you go to this desert shot, and the desert shot, they have this big thing coming out of the sand. Perhaps we have proper dungeons in this game, question mark? Do we? Maybe? Question mark? And this, I am so happy that they showed cutscenes. They're showing cutscenes in this trailer, thank goodness. Link's arm looks disgusting. And Zelda's turning into light here. I don't want to dissect the story elements too much because there's a lot to go over in this trailer. There's a lot, but she's turning into light for whatever reason it looks like, and Link still has to find her. So I don't want to think about the story stuff too much. I want to discover the story stuff for myself. Oh, I'm just now seeing something right now. What the heck is that? There's another one of those like potential shrine like replacements there, but what the hell is that? And also the whirlpools. Like, there's a lot in this shot, actually. I noticed the whirlpools, though. But, like, yeah, we have new, like, instead of alligators. I think what might be happening in this game is that there's a lot of, like, replacements, if you will. Like, it's the same map, but just, like, instead of alligators, we got sinkholes. Instead of the water that you have to swim through here, we have acid or something. I don't know. That's just a random example. That's not true, but, you know. And like this, you know, this seems like it's part of the lava mountain, whatever. I'm not a Zelda fan. I need everybody to know that. I'm not a Zelda fan. I just loved Breath of the Wild, and I can't remember names for crap, so forgive me. You know, this looks like the lava mountain place, and maybe Link is approaching the dungeon of that place, you know? Like there's these big... Or maybe this is Underworld. This actually looks like it could be Underworld because this kind of seems like lava just falling. And this is what I was saying before, is that there might be an entire under layer to this map, which makes sense with the whole Rise ability they showed. So flying boats are cool. And this is where shit gets hyped, dude. Jumping into bubbles and platforming elements is awesome. I don't know what these things are in the middle, but it's just showing like ways of interacting with the world, and these laser beams are cool. But then there's this. Is that a mother truckin' wingsuit? I said before that Link wouldn't make it to the bottom without having infinite stamina, but this is probably the way that you can get around the map really fast. And if they're going to add so many vertical layers to this, they're going to have ways that you can traverse the air so much easier. And I hope this wingsuit isn't just like a one-time deal. I thought of this since day one. Like, this is a game that's going to need a wingsuit. And if it works, it's going to be amazing. Okay. This is the moment that changed everything. This is the beginning of what I was saying earlier about like NPCs interacting with the world so much more, aka that first shot of one of them chopping into the wood. Here you see Link charging into what looks to be a battlefield. And you see a bunch of random people just fighting the goblins or whatever. Again, non-Zelda fan, don't know names. And he is just ready to assist this battle. And that's the kind of shit that I loved in Halo Infinite. That's what I love in my open world games. If there's just an active battle that I can join, I hope this is a regular thing. Because this is the fantasy, man. Just charging into a battle and you are the one to save the mother truckin' day. And there's also more in this trailer that shows you might be able to have, like, I don't think there'll be travel companions, so probably very story specific, but we'll get to that. It's so freaking cool though. Whoever this person is, I don't know, but awesome character design. This right here, this is cover art. I don't know what this is. This could be like another one of the dungeons. I don't have much to say on it. It seems like potential big story element or dungeon. We'll see. Okay, so Zelda shoulders. That's it. We can move on. No, but for real, this is the story stuff. And again, I don't want to theorize too much about the story stuff, but you know, she's talking to somebody here, and the somebody seems, are they a threat or are they a friend? I don't know. But all I know is that Zelda here blushes when she's like, Link? Cover art of the game, gliding. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Link parries with a shield attached to his sword. He parries with a shield attached to his sword. The possibilities are going to be endless with that. And I think that's why they showed us the whole 10-minute demo, because if they showed this trailer before that demo, I think people would be like, what the hell is going on? What is this? What is he using? That's a sword with a shield. But then again, that could have made the freaking like theorizing thing go nuts. More work with the paraglider, but this is freaking cool. I don't know what this is, but this is freaking cool. Okay, this is cool. And again, this is what I love, is being able to interact with NPCs and feel like I can make them part of the world. They are part of the world. Instead of just somebody you go to talk to or just the random NPCs that you beat up, like having parts of the world that you can move and make you feel like they and yourself are all in the same place. This is probably like a side quest or something, put together a carriage and get us to the next town. But this is just cool. Just like the Battlefield thing, I love it. It makes it feel like a much more lived-in place. And that was, admittedly, one of the cons of the first game. That was cool. Just reversing time. Okay, we have a rocket. We have a rocket, and I don't know how he made this. It looks like his shield or something is attached to just what is a literal rocket. I don't know if there's just literal rockets in this game, but it's kind of ridiculous. Zero gravity, okay? There's zero gravity going on here. And that's just freaking, I'm just repeating myself over and over, but that's cool. Adding so many of these new elements of exploration to this, the movable NPCs, the zero gravity, the whirlpools, the dungeons, the underground layers, the fusions, like there's so much new stuff to really make this feel like a sequel. And that's what this trailer finally goddamn did. I think this shot is yet another one that takes place in this underground lair. I really think maybe it's from the same place that we saw earlier in the trailer. I hope it's not. I hope it's like a different area, because this just gives me a feel of a whole underground area that we get to go to. It might just be from a dungeon. It very well could be, but if it's just from an entire other layer of this game, lava falling down, and oh, that might be a lot back there. Oh, I don't want to unpause it because I'm worried we'll miss this, but if that's all land, oh my God. This is the shot in the trailer that I can't believe I didn't notice the first time. This is the funniest shot of this whole trailer, because you literally see Link, like we've seen this thing before. We've seen the Rocco monster with you know, basically a mobile tower That's what he is. We've seen that in the first gameplay trailer this game has ever shown. But we didn't know about the fusion stuff, and it looks like Link has made some kind of freaking robot to take this thing on. It's spinning its arms around. I need to get rid of me in this shot. He's spinning his arms around and just freaking. He's spinning. Look at this. Look at this. It's a straight like Robo Kaiju battle, and I have no idea if that serves any purpose, but the fact that you can do it, I don't know if they did that for just comedic purposes or if that actually is functionally useful. I am very hopeful that it is actually functionally useful. I was laughing out loud when I saw that the second time. I really was. Oh God, what is it? Air battle, you know, like I'm assuming this is just a story boss, you know, like this is just a story boss and story sequence where you're just falling through the sky, but still cool. I'm going to turn on audio because editing here, on point. Having that just... That was great. Whoever did that, good job. We're keeping the sound on. This fucking drum...
Look away.
This freaking drum... Hang on.
Do not look away. You witness a king's revival and the birth of his new world.
Whoever did that drum, that was so goddamn cool. But fine, let's talk about Sexy Ganon. Yeah, so Sexy Ganon. Ganon is officially here, you know, because the first game, that was another problem with it, is that we didn't really have a very identifiable villain of any kind. It was just kind of like a force of nature that we were fighting. But now we have an actual villain, Ganon him freaking self, or I don't know, you know, maybe this is another thing that they're not titling as Ganon, but it's freaking cool. It's exciting to see him back, and that is yet another thing I think will be an improvement from Breath of the Wild, being like having an actual tangible villain that we can like identify instead of just a simple force of nature. And then there's a lot of things here that I don't think I'll be going over, just a lot of character designs and that's story beats, but this right here, we see the girl from Only Girl Village, and it looks like she's older, you know? Like, I don't like to theorize too much about the story stuff, but it looks like, I'm guessing that's her. She looks older. So how much time has passed? I really wonder, because Link and Zelda, they don't look that much older, maybe a year or two. Of all the characters in this trailer, she seems to have aged the most. So that's interesting. But then the next shot is exactly what I am talking about. Can you do this? Because this is something I always fantasized about doing in Breath of the Wild, is being able to lead a charge across a plane. And the cool thing, these all look like completely random ass characters. They don't look like actual characters in the game, so I can't say like maybe this is just a story beat. This looks like you just put together some ragtag people in the village. You know, like maybe, is there some kind of weird mercenary thing you could do where you could actually like pick certain people to go on certain quests with you and lead charges? And in the trailer, they say, you know, Link is going to be the front line. This is the part of the game that if it's what it could be, then it's going to be very much a me situation, because I love doing that shit. That's why I'm loving Cult of the Lamb right now. But this is the shot right here. Why can't I remember his actual name? Prince Sidon. It's Sidon. It's Sidon. I'm pretty sure it's Prince Sidon. Oh, I just realized, which is a play on words because Poseidon, Prince Sidon. Yeah, okay. But yeah, like he's fighting alongside Link there, and this, again, could be another story beat moment, just like we saw the white bird going through the sky with them. But if it's not a story beat moment, can you imagine? And even if it is a story beat moment, it's cool. You're fighting literally alongside him instead of him just being like an obstacle course that you go through. Him and other characters fighting alongside you in this game is a thing, and that potential is... And there's that triple-headed dragon that we saw originally. Like there was a look at him, and I forget which trailer, but there was a look at this triple-headed dragon. What was interesting is that he was in the world, and that was a cutscene. So I'm curious why we saw him kind of in the open world rather than a story beat. The things that have me the most excited for this is really the potential of interacting with other NPCs and taking them along with you on like missions or side quests. That is the biggest thing. That's a new element to this trailer that we've never known before. And we don't know for sure if that's the case, but between charging into that battle that was happening and that shot of you being alongside very random looking NPCs, it gives me so much hope. We saw like the sides of maybe underworld levels, and we saw a lot in this trailer, and it was cut together really well. The music was great sometimes with the editing alongside it. So finally, thank you for giving me a game trailer for this game, like a proper. I saw somebody tweet this, shout Friday Night Gamecast, I think that's who tweeted this, like, that is how you do a trailer. Exactly. This is how you do a trailer. You just show a bunch of shit, you get us hype, and you do a bunch of new stuff, get some great music and editing. This was a freaking trailer. But what did you think of it? Let me know in the comments. So what did I not point out in this trailer? I'm sure there's a bunch that people are like, how come we didn't talk about that? Let us know in the comments.